Alright, boys and girls, welcome to Monday morning. We're in St. Louis. It's about 9:30. I made my delivery over in East Alton, Illinois, about 20 miles from here. Everything went well. Had a load of brass like I had a couple weeks back, if you remember, that got rejected. But this load was good. No problems. So Manuel, my dispatcher, has got me picking up just down the street here at the Oakley terminal, where I filmed from here before. You know, we have a lot of salt, like road salt, we haul out of here, and I think that's what I'm getting. Hadn't even looked at the order yet. Don't know where I'm going. Check out this old brick street. Held up pretty well. So the way this works here, you might can see the big white and blue sign down there. It says shipping office. It's in that little tan colored building, and the scale is up here to the right. So what they like you to do is pull over here in this lot and go check in before you get on the scale. And we'll be loading over there to the right somewhere. It's always in a different spot. Sometimes it's out of a rail car, sometimes it's out of a big pile outside. You never know. So I'm gonna walk over to that office and get checked in. All right, people, so I'm getting on the scale. I've checked in, and sounds like we'll be doing this all day long. Sorry, I'm distracted here. I got a bee in my truck. But this is going not too far away. I didn't see how many miles, but somewhere over on the western side of St. Louis. You can see my weight up there is about 32, a little over 32,000.
Thank you.
Thank you. Let's see if I can roll up my windows. That bee keeps following me around. Okay. She said so far there's only been 2 trucks. I guess I'm the second truck to get started on this today, but we're going to be loading out of a rail car, which is what I did the last time I picked up here. So, doesn't look like there's any trucks over there at the moment. So sometimes we go around to the left of those domes there and load back there. But today we're going to be loading straight out of this rail car. You'll see in a minute. I've loaded from this spot before. This fella walking over towards the train may be my loader. There's a couple of guys over there. So basically we're going to pull into this gravel lot and turn around and position ourselves underneath that chute there you see coming off of that rail car. Pretty simple. Probably start in the front and then pull up as they load the trailer. Like some of that purple salt. It's been infused with some sort of chemical. I got to get my tarp rolled off too. So anyway, let me get positioned here. Okay guys, so we just started getting loaded. You can see I'm starting here in the middle of the trailer. I'll give you a look from the back. loading pretty fast. That's good. So I was just talking to one of the loaders, you know, sometimes when you load over here, it loads real fast and sometimes it's real slow. So it looks like it's coming out pretty good. So that's how it works, coming straight out of the rail car over there. So, all right, I gotta watch my gauges, and then I'm gonna pull forward to load more in the back, and then we'll back up and load some in the front. Okay, the loaders are switching up hoppers on the rail car. So they're gonna go, they were loading from the front hopper, now they're gonna go to the rear hopper. So we gotta move the train car up a little bit. But you can see what we got so far. Pretty good pile in the middle. So pretty soon I'll need to pull up and start loading some in the back. Yep. So yeah, the last time I was doing this load from this spot, there was always 2 or 3 of us waiting here to get loaded. And it may end up like that as more trucks show up to help out with this project. But for now, it's just me. And the lady said there was one other truck, I guess it's already picked up and gone to deliver. So I think I'll go ahead and move up a little since they're taking a break. Okay, so I just got checked out here after getting my first load. The other driver that's doing this so far had just come in and is getting loaded as we speak. And I know him, he's Robert from down in Florida. Funny thing is, I saw him last Thursday when we were trying to pick up a load over there in Hickman, Arkansas. And the shipper quit loading due to all the rain, so here we are again on Monday in the same place. So he's already delivered one load, and he told me over the CB that the address for this place, it'll take you right to it. Said it's a pretty easy dump. So that's good to know. The last place, Missouri DOT facility I delivered several loads to, was a little bit tricky getting in and out of, because there was 2 or 3 mean turns. Not really designed for trucks. Made it a little interesting. So anyway, the GPS says it's going to take 33 minutes to get over there. It's about 23 miles. I'm sure that will depend on traffic. But I'll try to show you some when we get over there so you can see how it is on the delivery side. All right, guys. So I just delivered my first load of salt. Had some trouble finding the place. Next time it'll be a lot easier because I know where to turn. And the loader or unloader has probably already started moving the product. It's over to the right by that dome over there. You may not can see it at this point, but he just has us dump out in front of that brown dome over there onto the pavement, and then he scoops it into the warehouse. So now I've got to head out of here, go back and get another load. Place is right off the freeway here, as you can see by those freeway signs. right, let's go get another load. Okay guys, so they've had me come back around to the back side where they have the big piles, and I'm getting a little bit of, I'll show you here in a minute when he moves, but they've got a little pile back here, you see right there, that she wanted me to get. And then, so after he loads this little bit in, I'm gonna go back over there where they were, well, somewhere over there where they were loading me earlier. So this is just part of load number 2. So that's what we're doing. Okay guys, so it's Tuesday morning, probably about 9:30 or so. I'm here, we're still doing the salt loads out of St. Louis. And I'm here getting my second load of the morning. I think they're switching, about to switch rail cars here. Still doing the same thing. Already got a pretty good pile there in the front. I just pulled up a few feet, gonna start getting some in the middle. And then we'll try to finish in the back. As far as I know, we've got 3 trucks working on this project again. So there's the scale and the office over there. We're loading out of the rail cars again today. I met a couple of other guys, not Oakley drivers, that were loading back around, like I showed you yesterday, I think, back around the domes over there, getting a different type of road salt. Not this purple stuff, just the regular stuff. But, well, I was going to show you some of this, but they've stopped loading, working on the rail car. So, yeah, that's what we're doing still. Okay, guys, hey, it's Wednesday morning, about 5:45. I just did a dump here at the Missouri DOT facility that we've been working at last couple of days. They just opened up. In fact, the guy was opening up the gate right when I pulled up. I don't know, it's dark, you might not can see in there, but it dumps out real clean. I'm just going back to get more loads of this, so I don't even have to sweep it out. But here's what I just dumped right here. Got this purple treated salt. They got a lot of it. I think they ordered like 700 tons or something like that. So anyway, let me get my door shut. Mud flaps hung back up. I'm not even going to roll my tarp back over. I'm going straight back to the Oakley facility. It's about 25 minutes from here. Probably more than that with the morning traffic. But that's what we're doing. They've had 3 or 4 of us trucks working on this project for the last about 2.5 days. I think today we're going to be doing similar runs, but to different facilities. So we'll see. I don't know what's next exactly, but we'll find that out at 7 o'clock when everybody comes to the office. Okay guys, so I just checked back in here at the Oakley St. Louis terminal, and there's about 10 trucks checking in here. Not all getting salt. A lot of guys end up getting urea, other things like that. And they want me to go ahead and pick up another load going to that same location. Said they got 2 or 3 more loads going there, and then we'll switch it up. So there's another Oakley driver that just pulled into the loading position here straight ahead. You can see him getting loaded there. So I'm going to pull around and get in line, so I'll be next. I talked to Robert, one of the other Oakley drivers that's been working on this project, and because I expected to see him this morning, But he said he's got a leaky trailer tire he's trying to get repaired, and they're having trouble finding a tire that size. So this driver here that's getting loaded, I don't think I've seen him here yet. Anyway, that's it for now. All right, folks. So I'm about to arrive here at my first delivery on this new road salt project here in Pacific, Missouri. You can see the MoDOT dome here to the right. That's usually what you're looking for. So let's see where we turn in here. This fella's gonna help me out. Okay, so he was kind of giving me some advice on how to back up to where I'm supposed to unload. So I'm gonna turn this way and then back up, because he said there's really not enough room back there to turn around. See if I can get situated back here somehow. I'll try to show you some in a minute. All right, that's a nice quick dump location. In fact, the guy that was loading with me there earlier just pulled in behind me and is dumping now. So this is a good run, just about 2.5 miles off the freeway 44. Now we're going to hop back on 44 East and head back to St. Louis. These guys said they shut down at 4 o'clock in the afternoon, so we'd have to get here, you know, by at least 3:30, they said, preferably sooner, to unload and let them do their thing before they have to shut down. But they start at 5:30 in the morning, so that's good to know. So I'm thinking I might be able to get excuse me, might be able to get 2 more loads today. I'm thinking it'd be nice if I can get 2 more delivered and then at least get another one picked up today before Oakley shuts down, and then start out here early in the morning. We'll just have to see how it goes. Pacific, Missouri. Missouri DOT getting ready for the snowy weather. All right, see you back in St. Louis. Okay, folks. So here I am with my second delivery load here to Pacific, Missouri. I'll try to give you a better look of things this trip. Well, looks like there's one Oakley truck here. I'm gonna make this turn this time. Oh, it's a sharp one. Okay. I can't tell if this other truck has delivered or not. So I'm gonna stop. You can see straight ahead there, that's where we're unloading. So I'm gonna get out and get my tarp off. Hey, I just wanted to give you a good shot of downtown St. Louis. Just a few miles from the Oakley yard. But here's a good shot of the arch here to the right. Downtown to the left. So what I'm gonna do, it's like 2:22 Wednesday afternoon. I'm going to go back to the Oakley yard here in a few minutes, and I should be able to get another load, but I won't have time to get it delivered today. So I'm going to try to make it to a truck stop that's just a few miles from the customer there in Pacific. And they said they should have the gate open there at that facility in the morning by 5:40. So I'll plan on being there then, get the day started. I have a feeling we'll be working on this project all day tomorrow. There's the Four Seasons Hotel to the right, the Dome over to the left. St. Louis. Well, that's pretty much it. 3 miles and I'll be exiting off. Okay, more later. Okay guys, so it's Thursday morning. We're back here at the MoDOT facility. It's about 5:45. And we got Plowboy, another driver, dumping the first load of the morning right there. And I'm in position here to be second. So yesterday they had us dumping up the hill there, but today they got us starting here. So there's a shot of that. Hopefully there's enough light where you can see what's happening. Alright, so once he pulls out of the way, I guess the front end loader is gonna kind of tidy it up a little bit, and then I'll get in position and dump. Already got my tarp off, mud flaps moved. Yeah, yesterday they had us dumping up there, so they may change it around on us today. I don't know. Anyway, that's how it's going. All right, ladies and gentlemen, so I just got loaded here, first pickup of the day back at the St. Louis Oakley facility. Looks like there's 6 of us trucks so far working on this deal. There's been, I think, 2 other ones leave before me, and there's 3 over here to my left in line to get loaded now. So it's 7:40 Thursday morning. Looks like we'll be doing this salt run to Pacific, Missouri, probably all day. I think they ordered 800 tons is what I heard. They got many rail cars full of salt still to go, so that's cool. I like doing this. So GPS says it's about a 50-minute drive from here back to Pacific, but we'll probably hit some traffic, morning traffic. Might take a little longer. We'll see. Okay. All right, that's it for now. Okay, guys, giving you a look at this place coming from the other direction. There's Olaf there. Looks like he just dumped. Boy, they got him twisted all angled up in there. It was easier dumping up the hill. I'd rather do that, but hey, you gotta do what they want. So I'm gonna pull up here and get my tarp rolled off, the mud flaps moved out of the way while Olaf finishes up. And then it'll be my turn. All right. Oh, it looks like maybe he's just still backing up to unload. I may have a few minutes here. Okay guys, hey, Thursday afternoon, it's about 3 o'clock. I'm probably the last load of the day. They just started loading me and then decided they needed to pull the train up and move to a different hopper. But I won't have time to get this load delivered. You have to be there about 3:30 and it's about a 50-minute drive to get there. So I'll deliver this first thing in the morning. And then Manuel's got me going up to Jonesburg, Missouri to get a home load that I'll deliver Monday morning in Little Rock. So that's what we're doing. Give you a shot of them. They're moving the train up just a little bit. This is one of those rail cars that's got 3 hoppers. So I'll give you a shot of this.
That'll do.
So he just told him to stop the train, and he's got a tool here. He's gonna insert into that little square spot, and
Yeah,
it'll open up the plate.
Roger. Okay, just call Caleb when you're ready for him to pick that stuff up.
Sometimes it sticks. There we go.
Copy that, man.
So that's going to open the plate to start letting the salt come out the bottom. You see the plate moving out here. I'll just show you this because I don't think I've showed you this whole thing yet. And then once it gets the plate all the way opened up, they'll put this vibrating gadget on there and shakes it down, right?
Yes, sir.
Let's see how it goes. Must be heavy.
Yeah.
All right. So they plug that on there, and it's going to vibrate the hopper. And then I'm going to have to go watch my scales. And then they'll crank up the conveyor. Alright, they're gonna crank up the conveyor, and then we'll have to watch the gauges. And when I get my front gauge where I want it to be, then I'll pull up, because I'm gonna show you this again. See, I don't get good readings out here because there's such a drop off of the asphalt. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna concentrate on getting the front gauge where I want it. And I've learned this over a multitude of loads this week, but once I get the front gauge where I want it, then I'll pull up the rear axles up to about right here, and then I'll concentrate on the rear gauge, and that's been working pretty good. So, but that's how it works here. Like I said, I'll probably be their last load of the day. So, all right, that's it.
All right, boys and girls. Friday morning, about 6:45, I just delivered my last load to the MoDOT, Missouri DOT facility there in Pacific, Missouri. I think there's still one other driver to take a load in. There was like 3 of us, maybe 4. Parked at the Pilot just a couple miles down the road. So one of them dumped ahead of me, and there was one still there. And the 4th truck, I'm not sure if that's where he was going or not. So I'm headed to Jonesburg, Missouri, which is about 45 miles from here. Yeah, 50 miles maybe. Something like that. And we'll be picking up some scrap metal, and that'll be my home load. I'll be taking it back to North Little Rock for Monday morning delivery. So everything's gone well so far this week. Just giving you a little early morning Missouri road footage. We're on Missouri 100 at the moment, and here in about 6 miles we're gonna head north on Missouri 47. I think I've traveled this this highway before, but it's been quite a while. I don't kind of cut up through this area very often, but I think I've been to this place I'm going to a while back. Not sure, but I think I have. I'll recognize it when I get there, maybe. Okay, well, that's an update. Okay, guys, so I'm here at my shipper. There's my loader over there getting a product called Zorba. And you can see he's got a ramp here. I'm pulled up next to it and he's just dumping it in. He's put like 3 scoops in already. Let's take a look. That's what we're getting. Just a bunch of assorted metal scrap. Yeah, I've been to this place a couple of times before, but they've changed. This is not the spot where I've gotten loaded in the past, so changed it up a little bit. I'll try to give you a shot of this. I won't be able to get a real solid reading on my gauges for the weight on this. You can see it's not the greatest spot to try to pick up accurate readings. And then when we're done here, just circle back out that way and the scale's over there. So that's what we're doing, a load of Zorba, they call it. This will be my home load, taking me back to North Little Rock. I doubt I'll have, well, I'm pretty sure I won't have time to get this delivered today because the place I'm taking it to, they shut down at, I think, 3:30. It'd be nice if I could get it there, get it unloaded today, but I don't think it's possible. So anyway, he's kind of working on the middle now. Probably take 6 or 7 more scoops. Probably at some point we'll pull around to the scale and then he'll top me off at the scale if needed. All right, that's how it's going.